What's up guys, it's Kayla, and today I'm going to be talking about a book called The Other Side of the Island by Allegra Goodman. It was published in 2009 and has a lot of themes of censorship, conformity, and overall government control. First, some background of our story. In this book, Earth has basically been entirely drowned, and all the inhabitants live on these teeny tiny islands completely controlled by this government being called Earth Mother, the capitals. The inhabitants of this island live under a dome that basically controls the weather, how the day looks, and all kinds of things like that. Kind of like a snow globe, which will become relevant later in our story. Everyone on the island who lives on the island has to follow really strict rules, or they could disappear and never be seen from again. So this period where the Earth Mother controls everything are called the glorious years of enclosure. And each baby born in each consecutive year has to have their name start with an approved name of that year's letter. So the first year of enclosure, all the babies' names have to start with A, the second year have to start with B, and so on and so forth. There are also these really creepy people that no one on the island really pays attention to, called the orderlies. Think of like the factionalists from Divergent, and they have like no emotions and like don't talk, don't pay attention to the other people, and they basically do all the jobs that no one else wants to do. So, our story begins in the 18th glorious year of enclosure, and our protagonist, a 10-year-old girl named Honor, has just moved with her parents to Island 365. Now, all Honor wants to do is just follow the rules and fit in with all the other kids at school, just like a normal kid, but her parents encourage her to break the rules and think for herself. Now, when she first starts going to school, she really struggles because she doesn't really believe in Earth Mother yet, and her teacher is telling her all these kinds of things about the North where she used to live that doesn't make sense to her because she doesn't remember anything like that. So she causes a lot of trouble in school, but she makes a friend named Helix. One day, she and her parents go over to Helix's house, and an unpredictable storm happens. Now, even though Earth Mother is trying to control the weather and all of these things like that, obviously it's not perfect, and sometimes these unpredictable storms happen, which are these really bad storms that kind of like devastate the island for a little while. Now, while they're stuck in Helix's basement waiting for the storm to pass, they find out that Helix's parents don't believe in Earth Mother. And since Honor's parents also don't believe in Earth Mother, they kind of start getting together. After the storm, Honor realizes that Earth Mother is only trying to help them and do what's best for them, and ta-da, she starts doing amazing in school. Now, since Helix's parents don't like the Earth Mother and Honor's parents don't like the Earth Mothers, they start meeting up after curfew to talk about Honor doesn't really know, but she's assuming revolution and she really doesn't like it. She never knows when her parents are going to be home, and she doesn't know if maybe they've been taken or if they're just at Helix's, so her mother buys her a snow globe that she leaves out in the mornings or after school to let Honor know that they are going to be at Helix's house. Anyways, she's really, really scared for her parents because she knows that if you disagree with the Earth Mother and you start breaking the rules, that you disappear, and she doesn't want to become an orphan and basically be outcasted by all the children at school and everyone on the island because her parents were taken away. Then Helix's parents get taken away, and Honor, after coming home one day to find the snow globe broken on the ground, realizes that her parents have also been taken away. She really tries to hide it for a while, but she eventually has to go to the orphanage where she's basically outcasted from all the other kids and no one wants to be her friend anymore. And that kind of ruins everything that she has had going for her. So she and Helix and Quintillion are all now orphans. One day during the orphanage's monthly trip out, it's Honor's birthday, and they go to this cake factory. And then Honor sees this one orderly, those creepy people with the blank faces who don't talk or react or anything like that, and it looks just like her mother. She's watching these workers work at the cake factory, and her mother manages to get a message to her, like subconsciously, and Honor and Helix decide that the next time there's an unpredictable storm, that they're going to try to escape and find their parents. So I really loved this book. I thought it had so many really amazing themes and symbols in it and like real life meaning. I just thought that it was fantastic. I basically read it in one sitting and it was so interesting the whole way through, and the ending just blew me away. On a scale of want to burn this book to this is the only book I would ever read again, this is definitely a book that would make it onto my 3 books I would take to a deserted island with me. It just has so much meaning. You have to read it so many times to really get all of the meaning and everything it's trying to say, and I guarantee that each time you read it, you'll notice something new about it. I would recommend this book to people who have previously read dystopian novels and liked them, so books like The Hunger Games or Divergent, those are really good similar books. In addition to that, people who like books that make them think about life or question their lives, this is definitely a book for you. It goes a lot in depth about things like that. Honestly though, I think this is a book that everyone could enjoy. It's just really interesting and it has so much meaning, and it really makes you think about life in a way that you maybe hadn't before. And I'm so glad that I found this book and I got to read it. So definitely go ahead and check out The Other Side of the Island by Allegra Goodman. Thanks guys.